There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Billy of Tea. The winds blew up her bow, up down, oh below my bully boys blow.
Small circle, triangle, beady eyes, whiskers on the side, draw a big fat bean, flippers left and right, fishy tail and 4 more lines. It's a seal!
Well, sing it to me. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon, like a fucking dream I'm living in. And baby, love me 'cause I'm playing on the radio.
No matter where I go, I'm always gonna want you back. No matter how long you're gone, I'm always gonna want you back. I know, you know, I'll never get over you.
How to draw black hair too. I'm finna give sis some freeform locks. They don't have a definite shape. They kind of do their own thing. Now I'm going to define the locks. Now add a little texture in the locks, know what I'm saying? Then end it with some hair jewelry. How to make characters part 1. Head shape. Any shape can be a head shape. Rectangle, no problem. Upside down Dorito shape, no problem. But what about a star? I said any shape can be a head shape, no problem.
Want to draw the dead body Among Us character like a pro? Then keep watching. Step 1, draw an oval. Next, we're going to draw the legs of the character. It should look something like an A. Now let's draw the bone in the character's body. Now let's draw another oval on the inside of the body. Then boom, you're all done.
I spend my mornings spackling rocks to fill in any holes and cracks so that they're nice and smooth for me to paint on. These are perfectly round rocks and I love them so much, but they do have these little holes, but the spackle fills them in. And once it turns from pink to white, you know it's dry and you can sand it and you can see how it just fills in all those cracks.
Hey everyone, so this is part 2 from the tutorial from yesterday. I do have another method that I did want to show you guys. So instead of starting off with the outline, we are going in with the base color first. And the reason why we do this is because whatever side of the window we are facing, it's going to show up on the exact same side instead of being reversed. It's a little bit easier because you get to layer up the base color going in order with all of these and then ending off with the outline to finish. But I don't really like doing this one just because it doesn't have a more matte finish and you can see all the line work, which looks a little bit more sloppy for the final product. But it's honestly just personal preference and it comes off just as easy, but let me know what you guys think.
I'm getting ready to paint this little stone, but I need to find the center. So what I'm using is a little washer to kind of help line up where I think the center may be. It just helps you visualize it more. You kind of have to guess where to put that little center dot, but I can check it with a compass. And on this one, I had a little bit more space down at that bottom, so I'm going to lower the dot a little bit. And then I can just use a wet Q-tip to remove the chalk line. And then I'm going to try this again to see if that made it a little bit better, moving it down just a tad. And it did. And now it's ready for me to start my mandala.
I was like, why you so obsessed with me? Keep it on the low. It's clear that you're upset with me. Please don't let it show. Get delusional. Keep it on the low. Get delusional. Please don't let it show. Get delusional. Get delusional. Boy, you're losing your mind. Get delusional. Oh, baby.
Draw a bunch of C shapes. Use any color you want and fill it halfway. You don't have to paint it perfectly within the lines. Add white to the top half and mix them together. Little circles. Paint the background. Use a clean brush. Spill blue paint and paint some eyeshadow. Lips and cheeks. Using white pen or paint, add eyes and details. Give her some lashes. In using black paint and a small brush, but you can use marker. Swirls. And that's a cloud. Let's paint a moon. Use whatever colors make you happy. Paint an imperfect circle and let dry. Messy blob for lips. Eyeshadow and craters. Add pink for spice. White marker or paint for eyes and details. Remember to have fun. Perfect doesn't exist. Let dry and paint the background. Stars, lashes, and details with black marker. Add as many details as you want. Cute AF. Sign it. More stars for more spice. And that's a moon.
Now that I got a taste, I think that I'd suffocate for every second that you aren't by my side. But now I'm stuck at the gate, a Lucifer's estate. I fell in love with a girl I met in hell, thinking about all the things where you pull my strings. I love the way you turn me on. I ain't Hades, but I'm the king. I'd do anything so that I could take you home. She drove me crazy, yeah. 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 Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. I'ma fucking blow all the ash.
It's time for a tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about them big pearly whites. That's right, I'm talking teeth. First thing, sketch out the head. If you don't know how to do that, I have a video on my page, so be sure to check it out. Next, we're going to slap down the general shape of the mouth. Alrighty, and now we're going to actually add in a guide for the teeth. So you want to make sure that the curve actually matches the curve of the face itself. Make sure that you get the teeth kind of jutting out slightly too, because depending on the position, the teeth will actually stick out from the lips. Since it's the spooky season, we're going with fangs today. And a good general rule is to start in the middle first, or at least that's how I do it. But I start in the middle first, and I start with this little V, and then I work my way out with the teeth. Now keep in mind that teeth aren't always perfect, so they come in different shapes, sizes. Sometimes there's overcrowding, there's missing teeth, whatever, you know, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Following our guide for our back teeth, don't forget to add just a couple little rows here. Alrighty, and then you just do some cleanup work, and then you add in your chunky shadows, and you're good to go. Happy arting!
Okay, so far I've given y'all a tutorial on lightning and fire, but in order to put those elements on a character, you have to start with the character. So I figured I can teach y'all how I do my anatomy, but this time, I'm going to do it traditionally. So I start off with a circle for my head, then you can connect the head and draw the guidelines. Then I do a circle for my torso, and a triangle for my pelvis. Next, I draw circles on both sides to start the shoulders. Then I draw this V to start the chest. Then you can start connecting your shoulders with your collarbones and your traps and your neck. Next, you can start drawing your arms. So I started by drawing these lines and then the shoulders. Then I draw 2 ovals to start the arm. Make sure whatever you do on one side, you do on the other. I draw a ball and a cylinder to represent the connection of the joints. Kinda like this, it just makes it seem more 3-dimensional. I didn't have enough time to finish, but like this if you want me to do a part 2.
Quick tutorial how I draw an eye.
Okay, so when you draw an eye, don't overthink it, keep it simple. First thing I do is draw a line at the center. Do the same on your paper. After that, 3 lines at the top and 3 lines at the bottom. Like so. So we kind of drew some type of almond. Then you can do 3 lines for the eyelid as well. By the way, usually the crease of the eye is not usually the same as the eyelid. Next, look at the spacing and then draw your circle. Smaller spacing on the left, so it's here. Bigger spacing on the right. Draw your pupil. Small triangle for that inner corner. Add your waterline. Now this is the part where you curve your edges. Adjust it as you go. Add your bottom crease. Flick for eyelashes. Add your shading. Darken it up. Add more details and you're done.